Hello, I'm Charles Bloom.
I'm Sarah Bonham.
And I'm Candace Briley.
With Unit 5, I will be covering the standard for teachers. We need to create an environment of ongoing professional development, time to explore and experiment with technology, and use effective collaboration within peers and coaches to effectively use technology. We as teachers need to use technology to incorporate or collaborate with our peers and colleagues to explore new technologies and their uses to effectively instruct our students and create student success and empowerment. This also creates teacher buy-in. We can use this collaboration between peers, communities, and organizations to create collaborative learning, deeper learning approaches, coding classes to provide innovative strategies that are supported by educators and administrators. Some simple examples of this would be using WeVideo, Twitter, and coding technology to incorporate project-based learning, problem-based learning, and inquiry-based learning. Candace?
For this unit, I focused my reading on the Horizon Report 2016 K-12 edition, key trends, accelerating technology adoption in K-12 education, and the ISTE standards for coaches, which they state that technology coaches conduct needs assessments, develop technology-related professional learning programs, and evaluate the impact on instructional practice and student learning. As conventional teaching models evolved and emerging technologies gain a solid foothold in classrooms worldwide, formal learning environments require an upgrade to reflect the 21st century practices that are taking place in them. And education has traditionally relied on teacher-centric approaches where lectures were the main source of knowledge given in the classroom, where today coaches are embracing student-centric pedagogies to better prepare learners for future workforce, and new approaches to classroom design are supporting this shift that we're seeing. And we're seeing like in the upper level grades where students are given the opportunity to engage in lectures from home, and then they're responsible for their own participation in the way that they engage in the different technology platforms. And by creating these authentic real world experiences, it's preparing the students not only for the workforce, but for higher education situations where they may be faced with online learning opportunities where most of their instruction is given through an online platform. And the Horizon Report mentioned that the new South Wales Department of Education has embarked on a significant initiative to advance its learning environments to better accommodate the needs of their students with like greater flexibility, collaboration, and technology integration. Sarah?
That's kind of cool sounding, having them send in their video of them with their argument. Sounds exactly like what we do in this class, one of our other classes.
A little bit of online learning.
Yeah. So I'm covering Standard 3, which is a standard for coaches as well. It's the content knowledge and professional growth. It just talks about how technology coaches demonstrate professional knowledge, skills, and dispositions in content, pedagogy, and technological areas, as well as adult learning and leadership. And so just to dive in a little deeper, they are to engage in continual learning by deepening their content knowledge and being able to stay current. That's a huge deal for coaches, is being able to stay current. Something I see on just about every one of the Horizon reports is coaches being able to stay current. They deepen the professional knowledge and disposition on organizational change and leadership, project management, and adult learning. And they regularly evaluate and reflect, which is something else that they really talk about. That they really talk about. And so some of the things that the Horizon Reasoning was talking about is coaches, they have to, coaches, they have to focus on some new things that they talk about in the Horizon Reports is coding, and students as creators, which they've talked about a few other times. But one of them that I really thought was interesting was coaches helping others and giving professional development on redesigning the learning space. And that's, from putting in yoga balls to messing with the lights and the temperature of the rooms, and rethinking and showing that the classroom should model how the 21st century students or 21st century workers are. So students now have like an open space concept where they're on their tablets. It's always 1-to-1. They're using more social media in class. And so it's just kind of interesting to see coaches provide this professional development and professional growth for teachers and to be able to rethink how they do their classrooms.